this room is going to be taken, and it's going to be up to you to find them.
It's a murder mystery party.
Whoever finds the victim wins the grand prize. You're not going to know what's real and what's fake.
Hi everyone, Vegas film critic here, Jeffrey K. Howard, here to review Game Night starring Jason Bateman, Rachel McAdams, Jesse Plemons, and Kyle Chandler. From the creators who brought us Horrible Bosses. First Horrible Bosses was funny. Second one, of course, forget it. Jason Bateman and Rachel McAdams are a married couple who have game night. And I can totally relate to that. When I was in college, we had game night at least once or twice a week when I got in my 30s, and we all had game night. We played everything from Risk to, categories, Pictionary, you name it. We just did a lot of game nights. It was so much fun. But we've talked about doing it for years, but of course everyone's busy and kids and married and all kinds of things. So I really could identify with the plot of this film, with the subject matter being a game night, because I've been there a lot. Family, friends, everything. So Jason Bateman and Rachel McAdams are just the ultimate competitive gamers. And they meet at a trivia quiz at a bar one night. It's love at first sight. And now all their friends get together, all these different groups of people get together weekly, I think it's weekly, at their house to do game night. Of course, he has a brother played by Kyle Chandler, Brooks, who's a really wealthy venture capitalist, and he's coming to town. When he does, he makes a big splash. He demeans his little brother by showing how successful he is and how, Jason Bateman can't live up to his, lives in his shadow. And so, but he comes into town with a brand new car, actually a 70s Stingray, which is Jason Bateman's, Max's character's favorite car. So that's sticking in his face. And he says, look, we're going to do game night differently, okay? We're going to do those murder mystery things. And, here in Las Vegas, we have Marriage Must Be Murder, and I had friends who worked those shows, and these live action kind of mystery games are really popular. And I think one of the best versions of that was Bill Murray in The Man Who Knew Too Little, one of my favorites. He's a really bad actor, and his brother gets him this night on the town where he's on a murder mystery. He's a secret agent, and of course, mistaken identity. He actually answers the phone and becomes, involved in a government plot and a spy plot. And the whole movie is believable because he thinks he's acting. He's always yelling time out when they're shooting at him, or they think he's the most luckiest guy in the world. Or David Fincher's The Game, a phenomenal film with Michael Douglas where Sean Penn buys a gift for his very wealthy brother where you're going to play this game. And it's just, that is another amazing. So now we have a smaller version of that where these guys are going to be actually involved in a murder, plot, mystery. But here's the twist. It really happens. So as they're sitting there and the thugs come in and they grab his brother Brooks, and then off they go, and of course we have to wait. I hate movies where we have to wait for the characters to catch up, and eventually I'll find out, that this is not fake. Okay, it really happened, that his brother was really a smuggler, and his brother really owes money to the Bulgarian mob, and he's been kidnapped, and they're going to kill him. So they have to figure out a way to save him. And here's the problem with this movie. And I love Jason Bateman, I love Rachel McAdams, and I really wanted to go in and laugh. I actually went and paid for this movie because I couldn't see the screening that night. I had a birthday to go to. And here's my big problem with this movie, is that everything that happens in this film that has a serious tone to it is not taken seriously. And that's why it's not funny, okay? Give an example. Jason Bateman gets shot, okay? Gets shot in the arm. And while his wife is sitting there in the alley, just coming out of a 7-Eleven trying to get some sort of makeshift medical supplies, they're sitting there trying to get the bullet out. They're trying to do all these different things. And he's not, writhing in pain. He's walking around the rest of the movie with a gunshot, in his arm. Everything he does, he has a straight face. He's never incapacitated in any kind of way. And that's just one example of, while they're sitting there doing these offhanded comments that maybe it's supposed to be funny, it's supposed to be tongue-in-cheek, but it just doesn't work. You're sitting there thinking, these guys are all educated, they're all successful people, nobody wants to call the police. Oh, but you can't call the police because the mob will do something. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So the movie is like that movie, The House, with Will Ferrell, where they open their own casino in the neighborhood. So many things could have gone wrong, it just wasn't plausible. There was no suspension of disbelief in game night whatsoever, okay? I thought if they kept in character like Bill Murray did, then it would have been funny, because once you find out that it's not real, when it's not fake, then the whole movie kind of changes. It's not a comedy anymore. The premise of game night erases. It becomes this whole, thriller that just didn't blend whatsoever. Man, I really could not take this. Game night was dead to me. I mean, I didn't laugh whatsoever. The only saving grace was cop next door, who was going through a divorce, and Max and Annie's best friend was his wife. But since the wife now was gone, they don't talk to him anymore. And he's always standing out front with a little dog. And he's like, hey, when is game night? Come over and have dinner. I mean, the guy is so lonely going through a horrible divorce. And he does it with a straight deadpan face. Like Michael Shannon just does this cold look that shows no emotion whatsoever, and he's always suspicious, and he knows he's jerking him around. So the only thing I thought was funny, I wish he was involved in it more, but there's just too many things that happen in the movie that aren't funny because it wouldn't be funny in real life, you know. And the context was all wrong, and the delivery, I really hated this film. I really did. And I feel bad because I'm a big fan of Jason Bateman. Yeah, I know it's on Rotten Tomatoes at 82%, but who the hell follows that? I'm in the minority here. I just didn't find it funny. But you know what? If it's something you're looking forward to seeing and you like that kind of, I don't know. I always tell people I never listen to a critic. If I'm going to go see a movie and I want to see it, I'm going to go see it. But if you listen to me and our tastes are the same and you want to save some money, at least go to a matinee, because I didn't find this movie at all. And I'm probably wrong. I've been wrong before. I'll probably watch it at home in 6 months and go, what was I thinking? But no, it was bad. I mean, I couldn't even stay the last 15 minutes. That's how much I hated this film. I just could not take it anymore. All right, send me the hate email, please. All right, for more reviews and interviews, surf on over to my website at vegasfilmcritic.com. Check me out on social media. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. Also, if you have an iPod or an iPhone, I think we all do. The right people do, right? Check out my podcast over on iTunes. You can take me along with you. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe, comment below, and give me a thumbs up. I'd love to know what you thought of game night. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? One of those things. I'm Jeffrey K. Howard in Las Vegas, the Vegas Film Critic. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm mad. See you next time.